What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to Bananas Epic Gaming, and today on Bananas Epic Gaming, we are going to be ranking DC Legends of Tomorrow for CageTalk. Please smash that like button, and here we go. Coming in last place for CageTalk's DC Legends of Tomorrow ranking is season number 5. I'll tell you why right now. So this season hasn't happened yet, but there's not that much known other than a few key characters are leaving. The Atom supposedly leaving Sarah Lance and Heatwave, the only two people from season 1 left. I'm not sure if Zari is going to be on there, and we know that Mona's leaving, so this might be the last season of this show, because this show has gone downhill ever since season 2, and that's pushing it. The villains of the season are supposed to be serial killers. That's a rumor that I've heard. And this season will lead into Crisis on Infinite Earths. Now on to the next season. That's all I'm going to say. So the next season is DC Legends of Tomorrow, season number 4. Season number 4, I did not like. It was hard to get through. Yes, it's the first season that has Constantine. Constantine is a big part of the season because it deals with demons and hell and all that. But I miss like the weekly villains and the weekly antics they got into. They still get into in this season. And this is the first season without Firestorm. That leaves Sarah, Heatwave, and Atom left from the original crew from season 1. The Hawks have gone. Firestorm's gone. Captain Cold's gone. This show was really good in the beginning, and this was another step down. I hope that season 5 is better, because season 4 was a drag to get through. I had to push myself to get up and watch it. And you should not have to do that for TV shows that you love. I used to love the show. Zari, Atom, Citizen Steel were the best parts of the season for me. Sarah was She had her moments in my mind, but what can you do? Bad writing. Now on to the next season. And the next season on my list is DC Legends of Tomorrow, season number 3. This season is the season that we lose Firestorm. So let me tell you why I don't like this season right now. So the main villain in this season is Mollis. And the big cliffhanger that leads into season number 4 is that when they opened up hell, basically, a bunch of other demons and a bunch of other bad things came out. We lose Firestorm in the Crisis on Earth X crossover, which is known as the Barry and Iris Wedding season crossover. And we have a Hanukkah episode in this season. This season had a lot of good potential, because season 2 was amazing, season 1 was amazing. People came into season 3 hoping that season 3 would be amazing, and it had on and off moments. And this is the last time that we see this version of Vixen. Yes, that actress is going to come back. She's going to play different versions of that person. But, man, I'm lost for words for this season. Mollis ended up being Damien Dark. Spoiler alert. He took Mollis because Mollis was inside his daughter, Nora. So he took Mollis over so Nora could kind of have a normal life, but she's a wanted fugitive now. So, and in the end, they defeat Mollis in the Old West, and they run into their good friend Jonah Hex. That's all I'm going to say about the season, because if you want to go watch it, you may. Because I'm not going to spoil any TV shows like in depth, but this season is a hit and miss season. Season 1 and 2 are the best. Now on to the next season. Before we get into the next season, I just remembered a few things about this season. This season is the season that they did the little Infinity War spoof about the totems. The totems are the spirit totem, the air totem, water, fire, earth, and death totem. They also had a little special tribute to Elvis in this season. Like I said, Zari comes in this season. Zari is one of my favorite characters on the DC Legends of Tomorrow cast. And they did a good job with the little Infinity War spoof that they wanted to do. It felt nice because around this time Infinity War was out, and it was devastating because we just lost Spider-Man and all them. More in the Infinity War movie later on, because I might do a little breakdown ranking of my MCU movies. Now on to the next season for reals. And the next season is DC Legends of Tomorrow, season number 1. I'm going to tell you why season 1 is my number 2 right now. Yes, DC Legends of Tomorrow season number 1 is the one that started it all, but the Captain Cold scene, man, and the fact that they mentioned Bruce Wayne about Dark Knight's fall, and they mentioned Superman about Men That Still Die. Rip Hunter gathers these legends, these people that won't affect the timeline if they die in his mission to go save his wife and son from the future, was really, really good. And the fact that they had Hawkman and Hawkwoman in this season, and Firestorm in this season, and Captain Cold, his full-on story comes full circle in this season because he sacrifices himself for his team. Because I never thought that he would do that. This was a really good season to kick off a TV show, but season 2 has a few more things that I like. And that's why DC Legends of Tomorrow season 1 is my number 2. Now on to the next season. And that can only leave one season as my number 1 season, and my number 1 season for the DC Legends of Tomorrow is DC Legends of Tomorrow season number 2. This season had it all. You had the core group of Sarah Lance, Heatwave. The Hawks were gone, but you had Citizen Steel, you had Gideon, you had Vixen, you had Firestorm. You had all these characters going up against the League of Supervillains, and Eobarthon, Damien Dark, and Dark Archer. And then we also had the Justice Society of America, because one of the supervillains, aka the Reverse Flash, killed, spoiler alert, Rex Tyler. And Vixen thought it was the Legends, and that's why she came on the board of the Legend ship, and she tried to attack them, and she was told that it wasn't them. So she believed them, and she said she's not going to leave until she makes Rex's killer pay, because she was in love with Rex Tyler. She was dating Rex Tyler, and she never went back. This was a really good season. Really good season. The casting choices for Stargirl, Commander Steel, Color of Obsidian, Heatwave, Nate Steel, and they got the original Reverse Flash. They didn't get the guy that plays Harrison Wells in Reverse Flash. They got the actor that plays Reverse Flash to come play Reverse Flash, and I love that. And he hasn't been back really since. But other than that, this season was amazing. It's one of my favorite seasons of Legends. And then after the season, it started to go downhill a little. Season 3, Zari's introduction brought it up a little. Then season 4 brought it straight back down. And that's my take on DC Legends of Tomorrow. I want to thank you guys for listening to this episode of Cage Talk. If you would please hit that smash button on that like, and if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Peace.